For context, in case you didn't know, the United States Department of Justice, also commonly abbreviated the DOJ, is suing Apple for being a monopoly. I also want to state that I am not an Apple sheep who will defend them to their core, as I sided with Massimo when the Apple Watch Series 9 and Ultra 2 were banned. However, I do not believe that the DOJ, despite their title, is this lawsuit for reasons I will explain in this video. The DOJ is accusing Apple of blocking super apps like WeChat for China. However, nothing is preventing developers from building a super app on iOS, as proven by Elon Musk as X evolves into a super app. When Apple banned WeChat on iOS in the United States, it was because they were forced to, because the Chinese Communist Party that controls WeChat was using data from it against the US for a potential war. And do not comment about any of my accusations at the Chinese Communist Party, or else you'll be hidden from this channel, because it's obviously a very sensitive subject, and this is not what this video is about. And Apple has already confirmed that Xbox Cloud Gaming is coming to iOS and iPadOS anyway, so the DOJ's charge of Apple suppressing mobile cloud gaming services is pointless. The US government is also charging Apple for blocking cross-platform messaging applications on their devices. However, this claim is straight up false, because you can download and use cross-platform messaging services such as Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram, Snapchat, among many others on Apple devices. The DOJ is also charging Apple for limiting the functionality of third-party smartwatches on iPhones. Whilst this claim is true, it's not Apple's fault, because if Apple designs both the iPhone and the Apple Watch, then they can make them integrate far better than a third-party smartwatch company with an iPhone. The United States Department of Justice is also suing Apple for limiting the functionality of third-party digital wallets on their devices. Whilst that's true, the users can still add any card they want into the Apple Wallet, therefore that charge is also nonsense. On top of all of Apple's existing charges, they are also being charged for taking a 30% cut out of all App Store purchases. However, Apple takes a 15% cut out of purchases for developers that have annual revenues under $1 million. Furthermore, Google also gets a 30% cut from all Play Store purchases, do not discount for smaller developers, and they are not being sued by the DOJ for that. Even if Apple does all the things they do, it does not change the fact that Apple is obviously going to have full control of their devices, because they made them! The iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch, Mac, Vision Pro, and Apple TV are all Apple products. And so therefore, Apple has complete control over them. That's just common sense. This lawsuit is the equivalent of you making chocolate chip cookies with 3 cups of sugar, but the government forces you to put 4 cups of sugar into them. Furthermore, one of the key government members involved in the lawsuit stated that when the DOJ sued Microsoft in 1997, it let their biggest competitor, Apple, grow. It seems as if an official DOJ member believes the myth that Microsoft saved Apple to prove they were not a monopoly, when in reality, Microsoft had to pay back Apple for pirating their QuickTime code at the same time that Apple near bankruptcy, which I explain more in depth in my video linked up here. How could a DOJ member believe such a myth when he is comparing Apple's lawsuit to Microsoft's? The DOJ is also charging Apple for making it harder for users to switch to Android from iOS, because users have to learn a new user interface to switch. Android is not that much different from iOS, though, so that claim is also pointless, and it seems like the filers don't really know what they're talking about. The top 7 best-selling smartphones in the world in 2023 were iPhones, because the Android competition has turned to copy Apple instead of making better products to win the competition. However, isn't a consumer's choice the purpose of no monopoly? And furthermore, Spotify has actually pressured the US government to actually do this, or at least it seems like they have. And Carl Pei from Nothing has also stated that Apple is the sole reason why they're not making it as well as they thought they would in the United States. So, yeah. Which side of Apple's antitrust lawsuit are you on? Change your mind? Please comment that down below. As always, thank you all for watching this video. I'm the iTunes Fanboy, and peace out.